Comprised of 50 states, the USA occupies an area that's only just marginally smaller than Europe. It's in this vast country that you will find an unbelievably diverse array of natural landscapes, cityscapes, people, and cultures. From the tropical islands of Hawaii to the desert landscape of the Grand Canyon, as well as the multicultural cities such as Chicago and New York City, you'll never be stuck for destinations to discover. Here's a look at the best places to visit in the USA. Number 50. Big Sur. Located between the Carmel Highlands and San Simeon, Big Sur is a large, rocky stretch of the California coastline. Although it doesn't have any official boundaries, it lines around 70 miles of the California's famous Highway 1. The area is a magnet for travelers on road trips who are attracted by the towering redwood trees and breathtaking beaches along the route. More than just beautiful scenery for driving, though, the area also provides plenty of top hiking opportunities, which wind their way through the several state parks encompassed by Big Sur. Number 49. St. Augustine. Founded in 1565 by Spanish explorers, St. Augustine is the oldest continuously occupied European settlement in the U.S. today. Its National Historic Landmark District is a major tourist destination. The walkable downtown is made up of narrow colonial streets lined with interesting locally owned shops and outstanding restaurants. A trio of grand hotel buildings built in the late 19th century tower over the smaller, reconstructed historic houses. As with many coastal Florida cities, St. Augustine also offers prime access to the Atlantic Ocean and year-round sunshine. Number 48. Olympic National Park. The crown jewel of national parks in Washington, Olympic National Park has a mind-boggling diversity of nature. Covering a vast patch of the spectacular Olympic Peninsula, the national park is a thorough wilderness that spans from massive glacial mountains to dense and soggy rainforests. The region receives more rainfall than any other part of mainland USA. Much of that is snow, which over time has created over 250 glaciers within the park. With your rain jacket handy, prepare for a series of unforgettable hikes, such as those through Hurricane Pass and the Enchanted Valley. Number 47. Asheville. The town of Asheville, which is set in the beautiful Blue Ridge foothills, enjoys a reputation for being a vibrant, artsy community. Its town center features a number of boutiques that showcase local creations, as well as bars and great places to eat. Strolling musicians and street performers only add to Asheville's overall creative vibe. The city is also located very close to the world-famous Biltmore Estate. Built between 1889 and 1895, this chateau-styled mansion is the largest privately owned house in the United States and attracts almost 1.5 million visitors each year. Number 46. Monument Valley. Iconic in look, Monument Valley's incredible geological features have starred in TV commercials, featured in films, and appeared in magazine ads. As such, they are instantly recognizable around the world. Surrounded by a desolate and featureless desert that stretches almost interminably, the massive sandstone buttes rear impressively toward the heavens, their vivid reds and oranges standing out against the blue sky. Beautiful to behold, the Valley Between the Rocks, as it was dubbed by the Navajo, is a must-see place when visiting Arizona. Number 45. Austin. Known for its slogan, "Keep Austin Weird," this city definitely feels a little different from the rest of Texas. The population is youthful thanks in part to the enormous campus of the University of Texas, and it also serves as the live music capital of the country. Austin is the capital of the Lone Star State, so don't miss the chance to tour the Capitol building, which is famously pink and even taller than the U.S. Capitol building. Also worth exploring are the paths that wind along Barton Creek and the Congress Avenue Bridge, where you can see more than 1 million bats fly out at sunset. Number 44. Mount Rushmore. One of the most unique tourist attractions in the States, the majestic Mount Rushmore is visited by millions of tourists each year. Carved between 1927 and 1941 into the side of the mighty mount are the huge heads of 4 of the nation's most revered and respected presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. These famed figures respectively represent the nation's birth, growth, development, and preservation. At the National Memorial, you can not only gaze up in awe at the 18-meter-high sculptures, but also learn all about how they were carved and created at the site's visitor center. Number 43. Aspen. Nestled in a remote part of the Rocky Mountains is the magnificent mountain town of Aspen, one of the world's most famous ski resorts. Once primarily a haunt of the rich and famous, it is now a very popular tourist destination. The small town lies on the banks of the Roaring Fork River, with majestic Colorado mountains rising all around it. Its scenic surroundings lend themselves perfectly to all kinds of outdoor activities, such as hiking and mountain biking. Most people, however, come for the 4 sublime ski slopes, which make Aspen one of the top winter destinations to visit in the world. Number 42. Cape Cod. Cape Cod is an arm-shaped peninsula located on the easternmost part of Massachusetts. It has developed into one of the most popular destinations in the state in the summer. Lighthouses, cranberry bogs, sandy beaches, and walking and biking trails dot the Cape Cod National Seashore. The popular resort town of Provincetown, at the very tip of the peninsula, is the site of the first landing of the Pilgrims. While Cape Cod is known for its artist colonies and quaint villages, it's the village of Hyannis that put the Cape on the map, because it is the summer home of the Kennedy family. Number 41. Niagara Falls. The world-famous Niagara Falls straddles Ontario in Canada and the American state of New York. Located on the Niagara River, the falls are a culmination of the flow of water that gushes out of the upper Great Lakes and are actually made up of 3 falls: Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls. 6 million cubic feet of water cascades over the ridge every second, making for an incredibly impressive sight, which draws an estimated 30 million tourists a year. Number 40. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, or the Steel City, is a huge metropolis created where three rivers converge. It has a distinct topography, a mass of green hills rising straight up from the rivers below. Once a major center of industry, its old warehouses and mills now instead house bustling businesses and important cultural institutions. The skyline of downtown Pittsburgh is not to be missed, with the U.S. Steel Tower nabbing the honor of tallest in the city. In the heart of downtown is Point State Park, a green park where you can also tour the 19th century Fort Pitt Block House. Number 39. Atlanta. The capital and largest city of Georgia, Atlanta is a sprawling city with three urban skylines rising up from the picturesque scenery of rolling hills, pine forest, magnificent old oak trees, and charming magnolia trees. Established as a railroad terminus in 1837, Atlanta has emerged as the leader of New South. The city's top attractions are the CNN Center, World of Coca-Cola, and the Georgia Aquarium, which features the world's largest indoor aquarium. Number 38. Santa Fe. Founded by Spanish explorers in 1610, Santa Fe is one of America's oldest cities and arguably one of the most beautiful. It is also the state capital. Building codes require new construction to maintain the Santa Fe style of Pueblo architecture, ensuring that visitors will enjoy the picturesque views from every corner of the city. Santa Fe's cultural attractions include the Palace of the Governor's Museum, which is housed in the nation's oldest public building, with its permanent collection of 20,000 works of art. The New Mexico Museum of Art is a must-see attraction as well. Number 37. Mackinac Island. There is something special about the clip-clopping of horseshoes on the historic pavement of Mackinac Island. Once a fur trading post, Mackinac Island has developed into a must-see destination while remaining car-free. On the beautiful Lake Huron, you'll have the opportunity to explore the Cape Cod of the Midwest on a horse-drawn carriage. Make your way through the Old Town, where you'll discover streets lined with Victorian-era architecture, now home to delightful cafes and romantic restaurants. To get a real feel for the island, it is worthwhile staying in one of its historic inns, cozy B&Bs, or even the glamorous Grant Hotel. Number 36. Gatlinburg. Located right at the foot of the Great Smoky Mountains and the wonderful national park that is named after them, the resort town of Gatlinburg is set in a beautiful spot, with gorgeous nature and mountains all around it. As such, many people visit for the wealth of outdoor activities that it has to offer. Hiking along the Appalachian Trail is a particularly popular pastime, while in winter, Tennessee's only ski resort of Ober-Gatlinburg is packed with people having a good time. Number 35. Grand Teton National Park. Home to marvelous mountains, sweeping valleys, and sparkling alpine lakes, Grand Teton National Park will delight nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. Located in the northwest of Wyoming, the park covers a vast swath of the Rocky Mountains and is named after Grand Teton, the highest peak in the range at 4,199 meters.